What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Timezone Derby Podcast. How are we going, boys? It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a long international break, but we're back. We're ready to get started again.
Yeah, this international break killed, bro. Like waiting that long, sitting top of the table. Yeah,
All right,
it
bro.
wasn't great. It wasn't great.
This one felt long, yo. This international break felt really long.
I know, and I don't know about you guys, but I hardly watched any international football. I couldn't care less, to be honest.
Yep.
Nah,
Then
I
watch
watched
the
just the
U20 World
U20
Cup.
in Mexico. That's it.
Still
Yo,
gas.
Morocco won, which is pretty cool, but people were too hype about that. I don't see the hype
Yeah,
to the World Cup.
bro, you're like me. No one
It's
cares.
not
No one
AFCON.
cares about these youth tournaments, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, they're there for a reason. It's a
No, because
very
we'll
big
win. We'll
achievement.
win that. We'll win that, and then lose AFCON. So, like,
Yeah, see, no one
what's the
cares.
hype about that? Yeah, like, we'll be back in
Well,
reality
bro,
soon.
some people don't care. Like I would say the U20 is on a little bit on the level of
Wait,
AFCON,
who'd you
bro.
lose to in the last AFCON? It was South Africa, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, damn.
I feel like
All
this
right.
year should
I'm
be
actually
Anyways,
quite hyped
cool.
for AFCON, but I guess we should start.
we should talk about. Y'all want to start with the Barca game?
I mean, yeah. What
Adam,
Adam? What do you
what do you
make
have to say?
of the Barca game?
You know, it's, it started off good. It was really weird that game because we were just. I feel like now we're playing really weird. We're not playing as much as we like as attacking we used to. I think the problem is Rafinha's gone, so that attacking threat, like the direct threat, is kind of gone. And like our issues in striker when Lewandowski's injured, we were so cooked as striker. Araujo played striker. That
Dude,
that
who was that striker that started for y'all? That Antonio guy.
Yeah,
I've never
Ray.
heard
yeah
of him.
didn't
I've
work at
never
all.
heard
He
of him.
got taken off second. Honestly, I feel bad for him because that debut
Well, he's
sucked.
young. He's an academy player, right? That's why.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think we played okay. Still a lot of things to like kind of focus on. We got saved in that first half. We were caught again on the offside. I think the offside line has to go. The trap has to go. That's not working no more. And we're just too like sloppy, and we're too slow. We're so slow on defense. Like it's just not a good look. Like I said, all the glaring issues we had last season are showing up now. So, and it's the same thing as Liverpool when we get to it. It's like both teams are just getting exposed now, and coaches aren't really addressing them. So we got to fix that, especially our attacking. We're just look so boring. And honestly, our best player has been Rashford. He looks like a real threat, and he's been doing good. But I don't know, it's just a lot of things got to work on. But
Hey, at least your guy scored the winner.
yeah, I love Araujo,
Yeah,
bro.
the guy that
I don't.
always sells actually showed up for once.
But it's concerning, like the
The
fact that he
guy
comes in
that
as
win.
striker. I feel that's the issue.
Bro, what
Like
the hell? I'm wa- I'm watching these Madrid highlights. Why is Alaba taking a free kick?
he's cold at free kicks,
Alaba can
bro.
take free kicks.
Yeah, he scores free kicks.
Alaba has a good shot.
Oh my God.
Did you
Um,
guys watch the Barca game?
no, I didn't. It
No,
was
I watched the
while we were
highlights.
playing. Up your cameras,
Oh, fuck,
bro.
guys.
No, it was on while the Arsenal game was on, so I just watched the highlights. I didn't get to watch it. But yeah, look, I mean, Jesus. But,
My fault.
Look, based off the highlights, y'all
Well,
looked decent. Y'all dominated most of
camera
the ball,
issues.
created a lot of chances. I thought there was a couple that y'all should have scored, but I mean, overall, you got the
Yeah,
job done. You got the 3 points,
it's always
which
been a
is what
Barca thing. We
matters.
missed a lot of chances. You know who looked good though? Rooney. I really like Rooney. I feel like he would be a great at Cam. I feel he'd be a good
you're joking.
Cam.
You're actually joking.
Oh, you
What?
seeing the red card? You saw the red card, right?
I've seen the first one. What the fuck?
The first one's a joke, right?
Mate, that was it a straight red?
Yes. Not the last man. Barely touched him.
It wasn't a foul. It wasn't a foul.
It
Vinny
wasn't.
literally runs into him, jumps off him off the ball. Okay, we'll talk about it later. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
Wait till you see the second
I know,
one. The
wait. I
second.
know we're talking about the Barca game right now. My bad. But that's ridiculous. That is great. What?
Yeah, it's
Oh my
It's
God.
bad.
Anyway.
That was a
Yeah.
straight red.
Anyway,
he came in 30. By the way, it was 30 seconds after he came on.
oh my God. Anyway, back to the Barca game. Look, you guys are obviously a obviously quite a good team. And I have been one to criticize Barca over the last sort of year or so. You're clearly a good team, but even in the Champions League last season, I didn't think you were going to win it just because of the defensive weaknesses. And I do think sometimes the higher line gets bullied and abused. And look, obviously, when you've got injuries, it's not going to help because you have had injuries as of late. But still, I'm not too sold on Barcelona. I haven't been for a little bit. I still think it's just shown like he's not an amazing defender, but losing Martinez has really like hampered your defense because he was the one that used to hold the line and he would sort of be a bit of the general at the back, like telling everyone where to go. So yeah, look, I do still think Barca have a very talented team. They just need to fix some of their issues.
I was more confident
this weekend is their big test. That's
yeah,
be Barca's biggest test.
We'll talk about that in the next pod because we've still got Champions League games to cover at the end. But I mean, yeah, our Clasico is going to be huge.
All right. What?
So we'll see what happens. I think what's important is that we rotate.
Oh my! I've said the second one's almost as bad. There's no way.
Look, the second one I can see where he calls a foul, but it's not a card. Like, what are you doing?
He barely touched it.
Oh my!
No, bro, this Vinny guy's not real. This is why I don't like him. Oh no, he does get contact at the.
Yeah, no,
okay.
That one is a foul, but it's not a card. It's not a card.
The second one, he does get contact with the ankle, but bro, anyway.
Should we move on? Do y'all want to talk about the Madrid game?
Yeah, is there anything else you want to say or about Barcelona?
No, I think it's just a week-to-week thing. We'll see how they go. I mean, teams go through tough patches, and at least we win. At least we won. That's what's important. But we'll have to see how we go and how Flick handles this. If not, then he's really on the hot seat. Whether it's his second season or not, it's kind of the same thing that happened with Bayern.
Yeah, well, I know we've already touched it, but I guess we can kind of segue into the Madrid game, which I didn't watch. I was literally just watching the highlights now. But yeah, the main talking point are those red cards.
Those red cards. I mean, they influenced the game, man.
The second one, like it's a foul because he does get the ankles. I do maybe understand why it's yellow. In my opinion, like I believe a lot of people disagree with this, but I believe a second yellow should be harder to get than
a higher standard. Yes,
definitely. A second yellow is at a higher standard than a yellow card. So maybe
especially already giving a red card.
That's a 50-50 for a yellow. If he's already on a yellow and you're going to send him off.
No, especially they already gave the red card. You already gave the first red card. At least
the first one is crazy.
Yeah, the first one.
He doesn't. Vinicius Jr.
And it's funny.
Why did he give the first card? Like, because it definitely wasn't because of the foul. Is it because of the last man? Is that what he said? Like, is that why?
It wasn't even last. It wasn't even last man.
It's not.
No, but was that his reasoning?
I don't know.
I know it wasn't.
They said it was a malicious intent, no play of the ball. Yo, the thing
is, didn't even touch him.
The VAR is I think VAR is a thing just to be there. It's just there to look pretty, bro. They don't look good. They didn't.
I think that might be the worst refereeing decision.
Blaming VAR is crazy. That's definitely
that's the referee's fault. It's VAR's
that's the referee's
not
fault.
Overturning it.
Yeah, VAR could have told him go back and look.
Should never have to because this is the thing, right? And I'm not.
But the ref could see it differently. The ref might see it. He touched him. It's it's the moment in the time.
I agree. I mean,
the VAR should be like, yo, look at it.
I'm not a fan of VAR. Like I don't like the way it's used. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of, if we get egregious refereeing decisions to overturn it. But my thing with VAR, and this is more so in the Premier League because that's the league I watch the most, and it's the league that's got probably the worst standard of officiating out of all the top leagues. Although La Liga, when Madrid and Barcelona are involved, is pretty bad as well.
Not Barcelona,
but yes, Barcelona.
Yes, Barcelona, bro. Don't deny.
We don't get these. We don't get these red cards, guys. We don't get these red cards.
I just hate the way that VAR's used because it's so poorly. The games are so poorly officiated, and the inconsistencies are insane. Like,
that's not VAR's fault.
The whole point
fault
of VAR is to correct an incorrect decision from the referee because the referees, they're human, they don't see everything, which is why they have the whole clear and obvious error thing. VAR's supposed to only overturn a decision if it's a clear and obvious error. If it's a 50-50 and the referee's made a call, VAR's not supposed to overturn it, which that sentiment I'm fine with, because I don't think that we should be, putting things into extreme slow motion, trying to find the correct decision. If it's that close, just go with the original decision. But then it's so inconsistent because there'll be times where a referee gives a decision and that it's clearly not a clear and obvious error, but VAR will still overturn it. So
you know what it is?
There's no consistency at all, which is why I don't like VAR and the way it's used. I like the concept of it. People that say, "Oh, just having VAR ruins the game." Like, I do kind of understand from a match-going experience, but in terms of getting the correct result, I do think there probably should be some sort of review system. But the way they do it is just, it's terrible, and I hate it. I hate.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's two things. First of all, VAR is usually correct. That's the thing. VAR is usually good. It usually gets most things correct. But the issue is it seems to get the biggest things wrong. And that's what people bring up. They're not going to look at the small things. It gets like a handball or offside. But when it comes to big things like, for example, red card towards the end of the game and then Madrid score a few minutes after that red card, those things change a lot.
It was such a shit goal as well.
No, I understand, but I mean, it's just a mistake. Like, yes, it's bad, but I mean, it's a mistake.
And that one's
too convenient. The mistake is these mistakes are too convenient. They're too convenient.
Okay, dude, if you're trying to say that they're favoring Madrid, that's just bullshit.
It's in general, though. It's in general. It's in general. It's the same thing with last year with the or 2 years ago with Odegaard's handball when he was playing basketball. It's too convenient in these moments. They don't get these
that one specifically is so egregious because the referee obviously makes the wrong decision. But I understand for the referee, it happened on the touchline, it happened off the ball. Maybe he didn't see it. Maybe, he fell for Vinicius's, playing for it or whatever, and he sends him off. But the fact that VAR doesn't overturn that, the fact that VAR looks
that's what I'm saying.
As conclusively as they do.
It's too convenient.
And they say, calls. You know what? No, I don't think the referee's made a clear and obvious error. Everyone knows the referee's made a clear and obvious error. How that's not overturned, I don't understand. Like, that is the wrong choice. That is so clear, so obvious that the referee's had an absolute howler and VAR doesn't overturn it. Like, I genuinely are. If the thing is, it's bad because if the referee doesn't send him off, VAR wouldn't overturn that decision. There's no way. VAR would never look at that and think the referee hasn't done it. And I think the reason I think it happens is because a lot of the time you see it in the Prem, you'd get an experienced official refereeing the game that's admired by all the other officials, and then you'd have people you sort of have people up in the box, where VAR is, whatever, who have too much respect for that referee that they wouldn't want to challenge it. And there's been multiple times where there've been leaks of the conversations that happen between the ref and VAR, and the VAR people who have how many screens will be telling him, "You've gotten this one wrong, mate. I don't know if I agree." And then the ref's literally basically peer pressuring him into agreeing. And that's why I think a lot of these decisions happen. I genuinely think it's because they're just scared to overrule someone who they view as like a superior or someone who's got more experience than them. I genuinely think that's an issue, especially in the Prem.
They need to start being more transparent.
Okay, the way that MLS does
I
agree, yeah, because I do.
They have changed it.
It's fairly obvious, but how do you fix that though?
They are more transparent now.
How do you fix that?
Have to
explain why they've come to that conclusion, but that doesn't really do anything because you can still be wrong. Like,
yeah, but at least I guess true, but at least like, I don't know, it gives more clarity, and then maybe it outs them more. Because then if they explain why they give this reason and it's just a stupid reason, at least they're out. It's out there. People know.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Fucking up.
I get what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I mean, look,
but yeah, I mean, aside from those red cards, I thought Madrid played decent. I mean, they didn't play good, but they created chances. Mbappe once again.
Do they ever play good?
Off.
Like, do they ever play good? Does Madrid ever play good? Like, do they play good? Honestly,
yeah. I feel like we said that every week about Madrid. Yeah. I mean, there was a
they play good?
There was a controversial refereeing decision. They didn't play.
Well, yeah. I mean, because that's what matters, and that's what they're top of the table because they're just getting the job done. And Mbappe is their best player. You could argue the best player in the world, and he's shown up once again. I think that should be.
Hang on, nothing to say about that. That Mbappe is the best player in the world. You don't have a rebuttal or anything?
Who? Me?
No, well, you're the one that said it, mate. Obviously not you, Adam. You don't have.
Well,
What
what would
do
you
you
say
say?
about that?
He said that. He
I
said
said
that
Mbappe is
Mbappe's
probably the best player in the world. That's not a bad take. Like that's not.
No, I agree. I'm just interested that there's no.
I would say it's between him, Haaland, Kane. I think we give Haaland the props because he plays in a harder league. We just
No,
give it.
no dwarf lover.
Who?
Oh what?
No dwarf lover.
Say his name. Respect him.
Huh?
He's been injured. He's been out. He just came back. I mean, he came back.
You just mean on form.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
like right now.
Oh,
That's this season.
okay.
Yeah, the best player in the world right now is Lamine, obviously, but
If we're going by the best player in the world, it's still Messi, bro. But we're talking about right now.
Okay.
Don't act surprised, Sekis.
Messi could
Don't
put
act
his
surprised.
shit in.
Messi could
put his
still
shit in.
play in a
You
top
hate
team in
Messi.
Europe.
You think Messi's the best player in the world?
He could play in
If
Europe.
we're talking about just being a player, yes, he is. What do you mean?
He could play in Europe easily. He's better
He
win
could
the
play
World
in
Cup.
Europe. He could play
He's
in
better win the
Europe.
World. He's better win the World Cup again.
Guy's done nothing at the top level since the World Cup. What are we doing?
That's because he doesn't want to, but he could.
Yeah,
You can't then say he's the best player in the world purely off merit.
Yes, you
No.
can.
Or you can't.
He plays
Yes,
good
you
for
can.
Argentina. He still plays
He
good for
still shows
Argentina.
up for Argentina versus the big teams too.
What are we doing? Come on, I'm one of the biggest Messi glazers on the planet, and the guy hasn't done anything in the last 2.5 years.
Because he's retired. He's
okay,
pretty
okay,
much
Eddie,
retired.
Eddie.
If he's retired from the top level, then he's not the best player in the world.
He's not. He's
But
winning the
he's
World
still,
Cup.
but he can still play there, bro. Dude, that's like
Just
okay.
because
You know
he
what?
can in theory doesn't mean that.
You know he starts for Arsenal, by the way. So no, he starts for
doesn't.
Arsenal.
Yes, he
Okay,
does.
crap.
Not in 2025, based off what I've seen.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. He plays Cam for you.
Messi could start for Arsenal.
He starts at Cam for you, and you know that.
At the 10, who do you have? Eze over him?
Eze.
Right
Eze
now.
goes to left. He pushes Eze left wing. He pushes
Oh
Eze
no,
left wing.
Eze left. Anyway.
No, Eze goes to the bench.
We're getting
let's
sidetracked.
move
We're getting
on.
sidetracked. We're getting sidetracked.
Do I think there's
Madrid?
no chance? Do I think there's no chance Messi could be the best player in the world? No, I do think there is obviously a chance because he's Messi. But to just come out and say that definitively when we haven't seen him at the top level since the World Cup, like what are we actually doing here? What are we actually doing here? My
Okay.
brother, if he wanted to, could be the best player in the world.
Let's
He just haven't watched
let's forget
play.
about that. Okay, let's forget about that.
Anyway,
Let's just go
Let's
to
move on.
recap.
I
Madrid,
agree, Bolo. I
Two
agree.
shocking decisions, absolutely shocking. They influenced the game, but they got the job done. Mbappe showed up again, and yeah, I mean they're looking good. They're decent going into a Clasico on form, at least.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just aching to talk about this big game that we.
Do you just want to go to the Liverpool game?
I'm fired up.
Okay, all right. No more on La Liga. Nothing.
Can I
Bro,
start?
no one
please?
cares about La Liga, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
just
can I start with-
Barcelona, Madrid. Like no one
Can I
cares.
start with Liverpool?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, because
Okay,
I want to
Liverpool
say,
United, the big game of the weekend. A
Mate,
huge. No, it's not an upset actually.
it is an upset. It's the biggest.
Oh, it's not.
bro, United
United
are
were-
only 2 points.
United
are only 2
were
points
looking
behind
better.
Liverpool. United are only 2
Yeah.
points behind Liverpool.
Honestly, I would say the better team won.
United are closer to Liverpool than Liverpool are to us right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know, remember in the first episode I said that Liverpool's overrated. They're gonna fall off. It's gonna come up. Same from that. I saw this from last season. I said this last season. They're
Hey,
overrated.
look, I thought they were gonna fall off last season, but then they went and they signed fucking Isaac Verts, Kirkez, Frimpong, Ekatike.
It's on
Okay,
Somali
dude,
man.
Adam,
It's
it's
on
'cause, dude,
Somali
okay.
man and
Adam,
scored.
Somali.
you can't they can't just sign all those players and you say they're going to be over. I mean, you were right, but like looking into it,
Hey, it's early.
there was, yeah. No, well, okay.
Guys,
Because
I think
here's
it's-
the
Guys, you
issue.
gotta remember- you guys gotta remember-
Here's the issue.
Isaac didn't have a preseason.
They didn't address.
Oh
They
my
didn't.
days, quit it, bro. Like,
No,
it's
it's so
been playing like
embarrassing because-
6 games already.
Because
They didn't address- they didn't
Slot literally
address-
came out and said,
Listen. All they did was
came out and
upgrade
said
their
Isaac's
attack.
fit. He has to perform now. And then
Okay, but
but whatever.
let's talk about the game. Look, I thought, first
Did
of
you
all,
watch it?
Salah.
Did we all
What?
watch it?
I watched the extended highlights, 30 minutes.
I
That feels pretty
watched.
good.
I
I
watched.
watched it. I watched it. Mate.
Okay, well, I just want to say, from what I saw in the extended highlights and from what everyone's saying, Salah was terrible.
Oh,
Terrible.
mate. He was
Like,
the worst. He was the worst player on the pitch.
It
He
was
the
genuinely
worst
like
player on the pitch.
Liverpool were better off not passing the ball to him.
Bro, did you
like,
see the
straight up.
chance? Did they show the chance at the back post when he puts the ball completely wide?
He didn't pass it to Wirtz.
Yes,
Bro.
yes.
No,
Dude,
it's not
no,
even
it was
just that he didn't pass it. Like if you're gonna shoot, bro, you have to
like
like
it
you
was-
actually have to score.
if Salah
You know
would
what,
have scored or
Gakpo
gotten
hit
an
the same
assist
post
this
3
game,
times?
if Salah would have gotten a GA
Bro,
this game,
Gakpo genuinely Gakpo could have scored 5 goals.
He hit the same post 3 times. The same one. The first shot was crazy. That was a good shot. I'll give him that.
Bro, the header at the back post. He was 2 yards out and he puts it off target.
You know his goal. Actually, if the goalie reacted a second earlier, he probably would have missed that goal as well. He fluffed that shot.
Bro,
but the goalie.
It's happened.
Yeah, but that shot. No, but the shot was bad as well.
Anyway, look, what I'll say, that was the best hate watch of the season by far. Like, incredible. I'd say it was probably the best hate watch. I can't remember the last time I had a hate watch like that. Like, it was generational.
Yeah, it was a good game to watch. Yeah.
I mean, they got me off on a high early with the 62nd second Mbeumo goal. And I was like, oh my God, already. And then, Liverpool, they obviously created chances. Salah had a couple of chances he should have scored. Gakpo should have scored as well. But I thought United were pretty deserving of a win. Like, we criticize, everyone loves to criticize Amorim. But he set up perfectly for that game. Perfectly. They held their shape. They defended well. That first half, Liverpool were awful. Awful. They didn't get a sniff. It wasn't until the second half when the game started to open up a little bit more, started to make a couple of subs that the Liverpool actually got a foothold in the game. But when they scored that equalizer, I thought it was really undeserving. Like I was fuming. I was fuming because I was like, you know what? I actually thought Liverpool, there was a chance that they were going to go and win it because they had a bit of momentum. But off the base of like the whole game, they didn't deserve it. They didn't deserve it at all. I thought United were fully deserving of a win. And then big slab head Harry Maguire. Who else?
What a header.
The guy that missed the chance in the same fixture last season, the 2-2. I don't know if you guys watched that game.
I do remember
United,
that. I mean,
right at the death, Harry Maguire had a chance to win it, and he misses. And then
Ekes, but that one, if you actually watch it, there was a bounce. Like it was a very bad bounce. Like it was.
Oh no, yeah, but it's still a chance. Like
I agree.
And I saw some United fans on Twitter say that Maguire has entered like cult hero status. And I kind of understand why, because he's come in clutch so many times for them. He scored some big goals. So yeah,
last season he scored that goal versus Lyon, right, to give him the win.
Oh yeah, crazy game that was.
Dude, he's shown up. I'm so happy for him. Honestly, I've always liked Maguire. He's always overhated and everything.
Yeah,
he plays bad sometimes, but
he was obviously he was the most expensive defender of all time when he signed, wasn't he? Or was he?
Right, yeah. He was like 70 million.
Is he still the most expensive?
Yeah, he is actually.
No, he is?
Yeah, he is. Oh no, I think it's Guardiola now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Guardiola, no? Wasn't he like 90?
He wasn't 90.
Only 10 million more.
Was not 90.
Yeah.
Only 10 million more, like 5 years later, that's it.
No, Harry Maguire, I think he's still the second.
Guardiola was 90 million.
90 million. You paid 90 million. He's
It's worth it. Don't even start with that, bro. Don't even start with that. Don't even start with that.
Maguire's 80. If Maguire's 80, Guardiola's
no. I'm not even gonna. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that.
Anyway, yeah, look,
dude. I thought Van Dijk played pretty good. I thought Van Dijk did pretty good.
He should have done
the first half. He
played
good.
He should have done better.
No. Definitely, but in the first half.
Anyway,
good.
look, United. I mean, Amorim, he goes into these big games and he actually has a decent result against big teams because it allows him to, just set up in a more defensive shape. He doesn't have to play football. So that's why for a manager that's the worst Man United manager post World War II, we've seen him go, we've seen him go to the Emirates and knock Arsenal out of the cup. We've seen him go to the Etihad and win, and we've seen him go to Anfield and win. So,
and beat Chelsea.
Keep him.
Beat Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
They're not attacking bad.
Keep him for another few years, bro. Keep him.
I didn't see United play defensively. I thought they played pretty attackingly. They did, dude.
They
were going for it.
I mean,
they were deserving winners.
They didn't have the responsibility and the license to be on the front foot. Like they were sort of holding their shape a little bit. They did have attacking outlets. They were hitting them on the break. But look, I wasn't expecting United to get anything from this game. I just thought
Dorgu looks good for me. I like Dorgu. I think
I thought Liverpool were going to bounce back, but one area I had a feeling United were going to exploit was that right-hand side. Because we've seen Liverpool this season the thing is, we've seen on the flanks defensively, they just get overloaded. Like, that's why everyone's been criticizing Kirkes. He has so much responsibility to do in that team. Because the thing is, the wingers that Liverpool are playing right now, Salah, Gakpo, they don't track back, which means that the midfielders have to cover so much space out wide to cover for the fullbacks who are getting overrun. So either they do that and the midfield's completely open, or they don't, and then teams can just exploit them out wide. And I thought United, with Mbomo and Ahmad on that right-hand side, I thought they were going to cause Kirkes a lot of problems. And in that first half, they did. I thought Ahmad was the best player on the pitch in the first half. You know, he had a great assist for the goal. He was causing a lot of issues. I actually do think Ahmad plays that right wing-back position quite well. I do, even though it's not his profile. He's a guy that loves to hug the touchline, loves to go 1v1. And actually, he's not terrible defensively. Like, he's probably better 1v1 defensively than Trent. Like, genuinely, he probably is.
I don't know about all that.
But yeah, look, I mean, United, they fully deserved it, as I said. But Liverpool, bro,
I think is this when we start like sounding the alarms for Liverpool? Like, I mean,
yeah.
Losing to United, yeah, of course. I think that's where.
It's not even just that. It's like they've lost their last 3-4 games in a row. No,
four games in a row. Klopp never lost 4 games in a row.
And honestly, these games they're losing.
Even Roy Hodgson didn't lose 4 games in a row at Liverpool.
These games they're losing are bad too. They lost to Galatasaray, and then who else did they lose to? They lost to
Palace.
They lost to Palace, Galatasaray, Chelsea, United. I watched all 4 of those games. Beautiful.
Okay, the Chelsea game may be fair enough, but losing to United, Galatasaray is
the Chelsea game. This is the problem, right? Because if you lose 4 games in a row out of the blue when you're the champions and you've been playing well, then yeah, it's a massive problem. Because the Premier League champions have never lost 4 games in a row and gone on to finish in the top 4. That's a stat that I saw on Twitter, which is crazy.
Man City.
No, in the Prem, Man City didn't lose 4 in a row in the Prem. So it was.
Yeah, we did.
Hang on, what was the stat? I'm trying to remember because I haven't lost 4 in a row. I think it was.
It must have been just a little more like 5 or 6, but because
yeah, true.
No, we literally lost like
City because it's only 3 in a row in the Prem, and Liverpool did have and City did lose 3 in a row in the Prem. Anyway,
is City back by the way?
Random stat I saw, but anyway, like it wouldn't be that big an issue if it was just the 4 games. Obviously, there'd still be problems, but I think it's worse for Liverpool considering the fact that if you told me before that Palace game that Liverpool were going to lose 4 games in a row, looking at their fixtures, obviously, you know, thinking United would beat them, would be surprising, but I wouldn't be crazily shocked because they were not playing well. You know, we came on and we said when it started, the Liverpool were not playing well. Even when they won their first.
Not being shocked is a little crazy because I mean at the end of the day,
it's not like obviously I'm surprised they lost 4 in a row. But if you told me Liverpool would start losing games, their winning run wouldn't continue.
I would agree. No,
I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, because they've been playing like shit. They've been playing like shit. Defensively, they've been awful. They've conceded so many goals. And they've won a lot of games, undeservingly so. Burnley was the worst one because they did not create any clear-cut chances against Burnley, get gifted a last-minute penalty. There was the Newcastle game, they were shit in the second half. They've had so many wins this season where they've not been playing well. And I wasn't going hard on them. Because you know what? They're the reigning champions. They're, for a team that isn't, you know, clicking, that isn't getting into the flow of things, they're still winning. So I just said, it's all good until it goes pear-shaped, and now it's going pear-shaped. So now it's a massive issue. That was my mentality.
No, I mean, I completely understand. Liverpool have not looked good. They still don't look good, and I think it's Slot's fault though. I think he has to figure it out.
For all the Liverpool fans that are piling onto the players, piling onto Wirtz. I know it's fun to make fun of Wirtz, right? And fun to make fun of Isak.
You know, I thought Wirtz was decent when he came on.
They shouldn't.
It's fun to make.
They shouldn't be playing, and neither should Salah.
But all their issues, right? All their issues have come down to the manager, because last season
he's not giving Chiesa playing time. Why?
You can talk about individual things, but I mean just overall the way he's setting up the team. Because last season, I watched Liverpool and they had an identity. They had an identity. They were a team that they're unlike Klopp teams who are just chaos football. Arne Slot came in and he tried to control games. He made them more solid defensively. I think they kept 4 clean sheets in their first 4 games in the Premier League. So it started off strong, and they kept controlling games. They weren't giving their opponents much opportunity, and everyone knew their role. Whereas now he's come in and he's bought all these big name players, and it seems like Liverpool had all this money to spend, and they just started throwing it everywhere with no plan. Wirtz, they don't play with a natural 10. Let's just sign Wirtz. Trent is gone. Let's replace him with a completely different fullback. They've bought
dude, he's not even a fullback, bro. He's like a wingback, mainly a winger.
They've bought all these players who are so highly regarded. And I didn't criticize it at the time because I rate Arne Slot as a manager. And I said, you know what? Maybe he has a plan, but we've seen nothing. And I remember last season when all the Trent rumors started, I said, before they signed anyone, I said, I don't know. I'm not sure if I trust Liverpool to win the title again next season because, excuse me, without Trent, they'll lack so much creativity. And this manager hasn't proven himself to the level that people think. Just because he's won a Premier League title does not mean that he's proven it. That does not mean that he's proven he can do it consistently. Because Arsenal were terrible last season. Man City were terrible last season. No one competed for the title. So look, I gave him credit. I rate him as a manager because he was able to win it. But he seriously has big questions to ask. And I know that they're the reigning champions. But bro, I think that the way they've been playing, the way he's been setting up, he's gotten it all wrong. He's genuinely gotten it all wrong.
I agree. Adam, what do you have to say?
Monologue over.
I don't have much to say. I've said everything I've said before. Like, it's the same.
No, but you know what the thing is? I don't believe you that you knew this would happen because you.
I swear to God.
No. Adam,
maybe not losing to United.
Listen,
maybe not losing to United.
We know you said it, but you were just saying it to hate. You didn't actually.
I think you're a hater.
I swear. Why would I lie?
Hang on. I think you're a hater and you got lucky.
I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. I said this last season.
You didn't give any.
I did give reasoning. I said last season they were the same way. They weren't that crazy. They weren't blowing away teams. What do you mean?
They weren't the same. Last season
after January, it was similar. They weren't convincing nobody. They didn't convince me.
Okay, no, Eckes, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
Open everywhere.
Okay, Eckes, but did you hear what he said? He said it was because it was after they won the Prem. Well, no shit, they weren't trying after.
I said after January. They
had already won the Prem already.
Bro, the Premier League.
They were like 10 points clear.
Okay, and then look what they did in the FA Cup. Look who they did in the AFL Cup final. Look who they did in the Champions League.
The FA Cup was just a fluke.
Listen, you can give me this.
Newcastle were insane last season.
Listen, you can give me this BS that PSG was the best team last season.
Genuinely, any result post Christmas that I'm gonna put any weight on. There's only 3 games. There's the 2 games against PSG and the cup final.
And those were the biggest games.
I don't give a shit about any other game post Christmas. If you want to bring up the cup final and the PSG tie, fair.
Okay, and are those just small games?
Well,
are they gonna just throw out the window?
Because I would say the first leg, because I thought the second leg versus PSG they played pretty good at Anfield. I thought they played pretty good.
But they went out.
No, I understand, but that.
Look, here's the thing.
The first leg.
Here's the thing. They didn't convince me last season, and they were actually pretty good last season. They didn't convince me.
They were.
They didn't convince me.
I did say that I don't think this Liverpool team is going to. I didn't think, based off the squad they had with Trent leaving, I didn't think there was a chance in hell that they would go back to back.
But listen.
Adam, you're just hating though, bro. Because after the first,
I'm not.
After the whole Champions League stage, how could you?
Why would I dislike Liverpool? What do I have with Liverpool? What is Barca?
That 4-0 loss.
Yeah, that's just so.
What do you mean?
The Trent corner.
Not really, because I don't like hate Roma. I don't hate on Roma. Like, it's just those happen, but it's more than just that. I don't have a reason to sit here and lie to you. I just wasn't convinced with Liverpool last year. I think their midfield wasn't as good as people thought, and like
that midfield.
Then you can say the same thing about Barca. You can say the same thing about Barca. They're not convincing. Defensively, they're trash.
What did I say last time? I said, look, the holes are starting to show, and it's on Flick to, I thought it at the PSG game. We never finished the episode. It was at the PSG game. I said, look, the holes are showing. They were showing last season, but
Well,
you'd assume the world class coach would fix it in the off season. He didn't. And that's how it is. For Liverpool though, in the beginning of the season, Barca started off strong. They won like 5 games unbeaten. They were winning games convincingly. They weren't getting, you know, handled and then winning. Liverpool was getting handled. They were getting handled
oh
by
yeah.
Arsenal. They were
I've
getting handled
I've
by
watched I've
Newcastle.
watched every Liverpool game bar the Atletico Madrid game this season. And
Even
apparently,
Atletico Madrid game, they weren't even
apparently
doing
they played
that
well.
good.
Apparently they played well in that game.
They
But
did. Because you
the
think we'll
only
beat
time
them?
I've watched Liverpool and genuinely been convinced that they were fully deserving of the win, that they actually put in a proper performance was the Everton game. I actually think the score line is quite flattering for Everton in that game. Liverpool very good. The
Because
rest
do
of
you
the
think
games I
City will
watched,
beat them?
pardon,
Do you think we'll beat them
when's
Do you
that?
think City's back? Do you guys think
in
City's
3
back or
days?
not yet?
I guess
Or in 3 games, 3 prime games.
Is City back?
It's
What
at
do you
the
think?
Etihad.
I guess we've sort of covered Liverpool, but before we move on, I just want to say something hilarious could happen. Manchester United have won 2 games in a row. They beat Sunderland. They beat Liverpool. They've got Brighton at home next, which is a game they massively struggle normally. They match up terribly against Brighton. They have a very bad record. If they can win that, then they've got Forest away, which is very winnable, very winnable. So that's 4 in a row, and we all know
And then
about
the
a certain
fifth game.
somebody who isn't cutting his hair until United win 5 games in a row. The 5th game is against Tottenham. And no matter what the result is, if we get to 4 wins in a row against Tottenham, it's pure comedy either way. Because they've either beaten Tottenham to win 5 in a row, which no one thought they were going to do for 10 years, or they've bottled another thing to Tottenham, which would be even fun, which I think would be even funnier.
No, I would. But
Yeah, I just want to say
anyways,
that.
I think we've covered Liverpool game, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Howler,
we're
Maguire
reiterating
played
the same
good,
shit that
and
people
Memo
were
did
saying.
good.
Let's talk
yeah.
about City. Is City back? Bolo, do you think they're gonna
Yes,
come back?
I want to
they're-
talk about City. The Man City game. We had Everton at home. You know, I'm not gonna lie. We started off looking a little rough. We didn't create that many chances. And let me just say, eliminating Ye, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, he's crazy.
Holy fuck, bro!
I watched the first
that
half.
man is a baller.
He
I was
did
the
look
first.
good.
I watched
I
the first
saw the
half.
highlights.
He was the only
He's the
reason.
best player.
In
He
that
was the
first
best
half,
player.
he was the only reason I didn't fall asleep in that first half. The only reason.
No, I
Genuinely,
agree. That half was
That was
so
the
boring.
most
But
boring game of football I've ever seen, except for NDI.
yeah, dude, and Da was toying with us straight up with our whole team. And honestly, I mean, he didn't have any clear chances, but he had the most obvious chances in that whole first half. You know, like I thought Everton could have gone 1-0 up at one point, but Donnarumma made a save, and Ye was class. And then to start the second half, we looked a lot better. You know, obviously the big takeaway is Haaland scoring again twice. He's insane. He's the best striker in the world. That's just all there is to it. Both goals, Foden created the game. I like that. And then the assist from Nico O'Reilly for the first goal, great. I thought Pickford could have done better on both. Did y'all see the goals?
Second one wasn't his fault.
Yeah, dude.
It was a
The second,
deflection.
no, whichever one went under the defender's legs and just under Pickford, he has to save that, bro.
Tarkovsky's in front. He can't see the ball until it comes after behind him. Like it was too late.
No, I know, but dude, he has to react. Like you have to. Like Donnarumma
Yeah,
reacts to that. Raya saves that. Like
I don't.
he has to save that.
You don't know.
One thing I do have to say about City, and I think this game massively proved it. I don't know if I've said it on this pod before,
You've said it a lot of times. I already know what you're gonna say.
but I genuinely think if Liverpool don't fix up, and if we keep shitting out, and if we do the Arsenal thing and shit our pants and not get a crazy points tally, Donnarumma, Pep,
Haaland.
and Haaland can carry City to the league title.
Yes. No,
Can
absolutely.
And
can't.
Foden's
never-
looking good, man. Foden's looking good. So.
In terms of like an
Don't mention Foden to
in terms of like an offensive load, I've never seen anything like it in my life. Man City, if you go and look at their Premier League top scorers list,
The second one is an own goal.
Haaland has scored 11 goals. Do you know who's second?
Own goals. That Steve guy from Burnley.
Yeah. Esteve has scored more times for City than any player that isn't Haaland. The second, if you look at the top scorers list, the second is a tie between like Nunes, Cherki, with one. Bro, what?
Yeah. No. Okay. Look. I agree. It's shocking.
This guy has scored Manchester City's last 7 goals. He scored your last 7 goals.
He might break his own record, by the way.
Are you saying that like in a bad way or just praising Haaland?
No, it's just insane. Like this guy is a freak.
And honestly, it's a difference.
I agree. But I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a little bit worrying.
Oh no, I do. Because I think that's not sustainable ceiling.
Well,
if Arsenal and Liverpool both perform to their ceiling, I don't think City are in the race personally. But it's more so that if City can capitalize off the other two missing opportunities, which we're seeing from Liverpool at the moment, then I don't see why City can't win it.
You know what's changed? You know what's changed was originally the first 2 years Haaland had, he wasn't scoring as much at one point because teams are just playing low block and Haaland isn't really the best.
That's the scary.
But now it's like he's more open. The amount of 1v1s he has.
He's a transition dude. He's a transition demon.
We're seeing just how good he can be when he plays in a team that plays to his strengths. I remember when Haaland signed for City, everyone was like, Haaland's a transitional striker. City like to play with everyone camped up to the opposition box. He's not going to get as many opportunities that he loves to thrive on. He scored 36 goals. Haaland was the best striker in the world when his team didn't even play to his strengths. And now he's playing in a bit more of a transitional team. City, Pep, is...
We are a transitional team. We are now.
Pep doesn't have that infatuation with sitting on the ball the entire game anymore. Pep's starting to adapt. This guy's going to score 40 Premier League goals.
And I will say this, he could have scored 5 this game. He literally missed 3 1-on-1s.
In the end, he had 3 1v1s. He threw away like
3 1-on-1s. They're all terrible. But
honestly, I think they're just forcing to get to him. They're just forcing.
I also want to point, which I know it's not like a huge thing, but I think it's pretty big. Marmoush and Cherki have been injured, and those are goal threats as well. Like Marmoush has proved that he can score. Cherki, I mean, he only has 1 game, 1 goal, but those are guys that can also get on the score sheet. I think it'll even out a little more, but I actually think Haaland can break his own record. I really do.
Yeah, my main question for you, because I don't know what your goals are for this. I'm assuming you're looking at the league.
Okay, obviously it's to win everything, but that's not going to happen, right? So it would be, I would say,
what would you consider a successful season? Do you think
season?
If City don't win like a proper major, I'm talking Premier League, Champions League, and do you think that's a waste? Do you think that could kind of be a bit of a successful season, considering
how bad we were last year and like the transitional period we are with our players?
Like
I would say if we get
you finish
third,
third FA Cup.
I wouldn't third FA Cup, and I honestly want quarters of champions. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So my question is right. The way City are playing right now, do you think that's sustainable to potentially go and compete for the league? Not even win it, compete. Do you think it's sustainable? Having Haaland carry your attacking load, do you think if this continues, do you think it's sustainable?
Look, if Haaland stays on this form, I would say yes. But then again, there are some games like versus Liverpool, I don't see it. I mean, yes, he's a freak, but if there's a defender that can mark Haaland physically, like can match him, that's hard. Haaland can barely do anything. And that's what Van Dijk can do. And that's what Saliba, well, I mean, he scored against Arsenal, but it's hard, man. I mean, we see it against Rudiger every time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's sustainable. To get you an answer, I don't think it is. I think we need to figure out more options.
I think it's all dependent on how everyone else goes. Because as I said before, Liverpool and Arsenal's ceiling for me are substantially ahead.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah. We're in a transitional period. I completely agree. I think if everyone's playing at their peak, it's Arsenal and Liverpool. Like, it's them.
It's Liverpool. If everyone's playing at their peak, it's Liverpool.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but I'm just saying in like a title race standard.
Yeah. Like I think it's Liverpool, then Arsenal, then City.
But I mean, Liverpool.
I'll put Chelsea above City. I'll put Chelsea up.
No,
City.
No, what?
Yeah, at their peaks, come on. Chelsea's nice.
Chelsea are Chelsea are fun.
Dude, Chelsea are not.
I watch Chelsea. They were good against
the world champion. Fair enough. Like, don't let the beating.
Oh, they're super injury.
Bro,
Like,
how did Ange get sacked twice before Amorim? He beat him in a European final.
I don't know. But wait,
They
who's that manager
they
that just got
fired
sacked?
Nuno for no reason, by the way.
That
No,
Marinakis
That's karma.
guy, bro.
That's karma. That's literally
He's
karma.
eating-
you know you saw who they signed?
Thomas
Sean
Frank?
Dyche.
Or no?
They got Sean Dyche, bro. They were building. They were building. They got in Europe. They were building, and now they've completely blown all of it up, and they've hired a relegation.
I know Morgan Gibbs is mad as hell. He's probably pissed.
Yeah, he wanted to.
Okay. All right. To finish up on City, I have one question for both of you. I mean, I guess this is a little far ahead, but how do y'all think we do against Liverpool and Madrid away? Because they're both
back to back, aren't they?
No. They're not back to back, but they're like 3 games apart. But still, I just want to know so far.
I think Madrid's
gonna harass you with.
I think Madrid would.
With their transition offense, they'll harass you. Liverpool's doable.
Liverpool could be a cricket score. Like the way the both teams are playing right now, Liverpool could be a cricket score.
I would say I tied it. Liverpool lose to Madrid.
Liverpool haven't even been good attacking wise the last few games. Yeah, no, I'll take that back. The Liverpool thing early in the season, that would be a cricket score.
But the good thing is that we put Liverpool at home.
Is it at the Etihad?
Yeah, it is. It is.
On form, you win. You win on form. On form, you win. But there's still time,
No, yeah, absolutely. It's after international break, so I mean,
yeah,
there's still time.
I mean, if you guys are good to move on to Arsenal, I mean, I doubt either of you watched that game because there were much better games on. Which
I watched a little bit because of Raul Jimenez.
We'll talk about the Clasico. We could end.
Talk about the Arsenal game. We'll
talk about the Clasico at the end. But I mean, the Arsenal game, we weren't very good, in my opinion.
I agree.
First, did you watch it?
I watched a little bit and some highlights because of Raul Jimenez.
He was shit.
They're the Fulham striker.
You watched? There's no way you watched that for that guy. Like, come on.
I did. He created a lot of chances.
Look, I commend you because you're the biggest patriot of Mexico I've ever seen in my life.
I'm not watching, bro. I'm not watching Watford for Nestor Irankunda, bro. I'm not watching Watford.
Well, I am because we never get any big players. So whenever we have a
anyways, first half.
So cap, you guys are one of the biggest nations.
Dude, okay, that's
bro, you're like
why does Mexicans love to make it seem like their team is tiny? You guys have had some.
Bro, you guys are better than the US and you're better than Canada, bro. You're the biggest.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are one of the bigger teams.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway,
yes,
moving on.
But
we'll talk about the Arsenal game. First off.
Wait, can I say something real quick? Wait. Everyone thinks Mexico won a World Cup for some reason. I swear to God, everyone says that.
Who says that?
Bro, I swear to God, growing up, everyone's like, oh yeah, Mexico's won a World Cup, right? I'm like, no.
Bro, average American ball knowledge, bro.
It's all the Americans. Yeah, they're just racist. They think
anyways, why? Because they think every South American team is Mexico.
Honestly,
I think everyone but Brazil is Mexican.
Yeah, but they're just based here, bro.
Okay. Anyways, Arsenal
moving on to the Arsenal game. First off, we were so shit. We were so shit. First 20 minutes, the midfield was terrible, and it wasn't even a balanced thing because I thought the lineup looked really good. I was happy with the lineup. The only thing I hated was Trossard starting, and funnily enough, he scored the winner. But yeah, the midfield was terrible. They kept losing the ball. Couldn't really control the game at all. It started to get a little bit better later in the game, and I think we were better in the second half, but we still weren't great. But the thing that keeps I wouldn't say bailing us out of games, but the thing that keeps us in games when we're not creating that many chances is the defense.
It's Trossard.
Because outside of a couple long efforts from Harry Wilson that were off target, what are you guys laughing about?
That Trossard scored the winner.
Shit.
That guy that stinks it up every time he starts.
But we're able to stay in these games because we just do not concede any chances. Like the last 2 seasons, everyone's talking about how good Arsenal's defense is. It's gotten better. It's genuinely gotten better.
Timber is.
We're in
you guys are hoarding all the defenders. You're just hoarding them all.
Barca can't get any defenders because.
Dude, okay, hold on. I want to say one thing about Arsenal. Everyone always makes fun of them for their set piece goals, but I think that's a good thing.
And I'll mention that in a sec. But our defense is keeping us in games. Our defense is keeping us in games, even when we're not playing that well, when we're not creating that many chances. The dual threat of us not conceding at all and us being lethal from set pieces, it just keeps us in games.
No, I agree.
Arsenal, and there's no.
If they get past the defense, they have Raya. Like, I mean,
you never think, Arsenal absolutely fucked here in the 30th minute when we're not playing well, because there's always a chance, because we don't concede. We just have to score a corner, and we've seen it so many times with this team.
No, I know you dominate your opponents, and that's why you get so many set pieces. You get so many corners.
I'll ask other Arsenal fans the same thing I asked you: is it sustainable? Can we win with a set piece every week? No.
Yes, you can. What do you, dude? Gabriel literally just bullies down every defender.
Someone will score on them eventually, bro.
Okay. Well, obviously,
we'll eventually get to a game.
Yes,
it's a 38-game season. Yeah, when you're talking about winning a league, there's such a big sample size that you're eventually going to get a game where you're not able to get that corner goal. And
I agree.
Maybe Timber, for the first time all year, makes a mistake and we concede. That's why I don't know if it's fully sustainable. If Liverpool are shit, then I think it can win us the league. But I don't think our ceiling is quite there, because I do think there's still a lot of issues that we didn't address.
Do you guys want to hear something interesting?
Look, I agree, but Ekas, dude, I mean, champions lose games. Like, you can lose like two games. There's only
one Premier League champion that didn't lose.
Okay, that's not. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. It's not okay.
And I think this season of all, if it can win any league title, so far from what I've seen, it's this season. Everyone's been shit. No one in the Prem's been good this season, in my opinion.
Doesn't hear a fun fact.
I thought we looked pretty good.
Everyone laughing.
We're second place.
The thing of everyone laughing with set piece FC. Did you guys hear what Arne Slot said before the United game? He came out with this shameless stat. He was like, Arsenal have scored 60% of their goals from corners, and we've conceded 40% of our goals conceded from corners. So actually, we haven't started that season that bad. Bro, maybe you should learn how to defend a corner. And also, you know what's insanely shameless? They've scored 3 last-minute winners, or 3 late winners from set pieces. 3. So they should be. So if it wasn't for set pieces, they could have been what? 6 points plus off.
Do you guys want to hear a fun fact?
What?
So the owners of Arsenal, Kroenke, right?
Oh, you talk about I know what you mean.
They played the owners of Fulham both in the NFL and the Prem, and Kroenke won against him twice.
We won both.
Yeah. You guys talk about your owners like he's a bad owner. He's good.
Kroenke
with the Rams.
He wins championships everywhere except Arsenal. He's literally won with every American sports franchise.
He owns Denver, right?
I think he owns some hockey team as well. He's won a major title with every team except Arsenal, bro.
Maybe this is the year.
Maybe.
All right. Maybe. Well, look, I thought I watched, as I said, a little bit of the game. Y'all looked honestly all right. I mean, you didn't really do that much, but you got the job done as usual, and that's what matters when you're trying to win the league, especially when we're so bad. You're trying. It matters.
In terms of standout performances, man of the match by an absolute country mile was Saka. Literally everything we did came through him. He sent Sessegnon. I don't even know where Sessegnon's from, but wherever he's from, he sent him back there. He had him on absolute strings. He was getting double, triple teamed. He was still cooking. He could have had at least 2 assists, but Gyökeres played like shit.
I think this is a positive for y'all. Y'all are undefeated in your last 7 games and only one loss so far this season across all competitions. Y'all are looking strong.
Against the champions away, to a freak goal from a.
Yeah, no, exactly. It was like.
And look, I think we've responded really well, because I remember, and look, I was obviously in panic mode slightly, but when we drew to City, everyone was saying you're 5 points behind Liverpool now. That's Arsenal out of the title race. And then 3 weeks later, we're 3 points clear, and everyone's saying we're title favourites. So we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah.
The fixtures we've had as well. We've had the hardest fixtures.
Yeah, dude, y'all have already played a lot of the top 4, so y'all have a favorable run.
If there's anything that gives me hope, it's this: we're beating our bogey teams. If you compare obviously the Leeds result aside, because they weren't in the Premier League last season, but if you compare the 7 Premier League games from this season to those equivalent fixtures last season, we're 7 points better off. Because even though we dropped 2 points against City and then dropped 1 against Liverpool, that's 3 points worse off. Newcastle, United, West Ham, and Fulham, we didn't win any of those games last season, and we won all 4. So I think that's one thing that's very promising. There's really one more that I'm looking at, and it's Everton away, because we suck against Everton.
Yeah. But I mean, to wrap up on that, I mean, Arsenal are looking good. You're looking good. You're top in the Champions League, right? Or up somewhere up there.
Top 6, I think.
Yeah, y'all are
2-0 wins.
y'all are looking strong, man. Y'all are looking strong.
Win.
It's a team. Y'all are a team I wouldn't want to play in the Champions League. So y'all are good.
Scoring.
Adam, what about you?
I think they look good. Offense is a little weird.
Yeah.
Maybe
No, that's why I'm not fully convinced. I need to see.
They don't look creative at all, even with Eze.
Consistently start scoring.
Yeah. And your midfield's too conservative.
I mean, honestly, I think that's kind of it in the Prem. I want to mention 2 things. One, that pass from the guy from Aston Villa, from halfway line all the way to the corner against Spurs.
Yeah, cool. The guy from Aston Villa.
Dude, do you know who I'm talking about?
I mean, I've only seen the goals from that game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The goal, it was the second goal where he volleys it across the whole field. Dude, that was beautiful.
Yeah, and then the finish.
Dude, that was gorgeous. The Spurs losing, that was beautiful to see as well. I mean, it fucked my prediction league, but I mean, it was fun. What do you mean? Who doesn't want Spurs to lose?
Me.
Especially me.
Well,
they always beat us.
I want Spurs to lose because they're our rivals. Why do you hate Spurs?
They always beat us.
Okay.
We always lose to them. And Mateta.
I watched the entire second half.
We have to mention. I watched
the entire second half. What a fucking game! That was game of the season, bro. That was the best game.
He could have won the game as well, by the way.
He could have won it. He could have gotten a 4th, bro. Oh,
a poker, right?
Yeah. I guess we can now move on to the bees of the week. Who is you guys' baller of the week?
Baller of the week.
Oh no!
Don't get mad.
We should talk about the Clasico.
Did you guys really watch that?
No. We should talk a Clasico and we should finish with the Clasico.
Did you guys really watch that game though? Like that first half was so boring.
No, I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights. It's because dude, everyone on Discord was going crazy.
I just thought the goal was hilarious. The winner.
But baller of the week might be a little weird. I didn't watch the game, but you have to mention him. Mason Greenwood, 4 goals. 4 goals. That's impressive.
4 goals, wow.
And then stinker of the week.
Which Barca player?
Salah. Stinker of the bozo of the week is Salah.
No, we do ball of it.
Oh, okay. You, Adam?
Araujo, I think, is my ball of the week.
Fair enough. I mean, he scored the winner.
Last minute winner. No one expected it. Honestly, midway through the game,
I'm just gonna go with Harry Maguire, bro. I'm flying. I'm over the moon, bro.
You give it to him, honestly, pretty good.
All right, fair enough. What about bozo of the week?
Arne Slot.
Gakpo.
He scored though.
He scored.
Hitting the same post.
Dude, I'm surprised he didn't say. Dude, I'm surprised he didn't say ref. I'm surprised he didn't say the ref for the Madrid game for the bozo of the week.
That's true.
No, but
he's more than
for me. It's Salah.
All the officials.
Salah.
Yeah,
Salah.
honestly, the officials of the week were terrible. The whole week was.
Dude, if Salah would have gotten a GA out of this game, dude. Oh my days, bro! Everyone would have just said he was class once again, showing up.
That's what Liverpool fans do, bro.
He was a GA merchant last year, so what's the difference?
But last year he was like actually good. Okay. Anyways, I think we have to mention this.
He got 46 GA or whatever it is and won his team a league title with Diaz and Nunez. Wow. Like, come on.
Because Nunez is playing every game.
I will say this.
Jota. People switch up because he died, but Jota wasn't very good last season either.
Okay. It's pretty dark, man.
That's crazy, bro.
We can make the dark jokes now?
What?
Okay. Anyways, I want to mention one thing.
It's just true. It wasn't that good last season.
The Parking the Bus FC game is going on this week. It's going to be great to watch.
Oh, mate, I'm hyped.
Arteta versus Arteta with trophies.
I need us to get revenge for 2018, bro. I need us to get revenge.
What the hell happened in
And,
2018?
They
The
knocked us
big
out of
one.
the Europe.
The big
Does
one. The
anyone
big
even
one.
remember that? There's no way you
They
remember.
parked the
20
bus out, bro. It was so annoying.
El Clasico. What are y'all's predictions?
El Clasico.
I'm going.
We're not talking
Yeah.
about El Clasico. That's
I
Champions
thought you
League,
said,
bro.
but I thought you said we were going to talk about El
It's the
Clasico then.
Clasico. And this guy said, no one watched it.
Oh, I thought you said El Clasico.
Oh,
Let's
that
talk
game.
about
Kane
it.
played amazing.
Bro,
Kane, I
these-
saw it. Kane played amazing.
That's what I was trying to
Kane-
say. I was trying
Kane
to
was
say-
insane.
Anyway.
All I said
UCL.
is I didn't like the first half, so I quit watching it. I
Anyway,
can't wait to watch.
Champions League. What big games are on? Obviously, there's the Haram Ball Derby.
Madrid Juventus are pretty good.
I'm gonna
Madrid
go.
slapping them. Madrid
I'm
slapping
gonna
them up 20 times.
I'm gonna go
across the
one.
face.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Arsenal for the Haram Ball Derby.
I actually think Atletico win 3-1.
Gabriel from the corner.
I have Atletico winning
Dude.
3-1.
3-1.
I think Julian Alvarez.
Hey,
will
we
pick it up.
haven't conceded 3 goals in almost 2
They beat
years,
Madrid
bro.
5-2, bro. They can attack clearly.
Madrid can't defend. Bro, we scored 5 against Madrid.
You'll
bro.
see,
Marino.
bro. You'll see. Trust me, you'll see.
Not 3-1.
Okay.
If you look, I'm fine with you predicting an Atletico win. We're not conceding 3 goals. No way.
Oh, Alvarez is balling, bro. You'll see. They're gonna win 3-1.
You're going to lose 3-1 to Madrid.
We're not talking about that.
I'm talking to him, though.
We've got a whole
There's
nother
no
pot,
way.
bro. We've got a whole nother pot.
No, if
Dude,
we lose to Madrid,
Let me tell you
it's
right
gonna be
now.
like 5.
Y'all are,
It's gonna be like 5-4, not 3-1. It's gonna be like 5-4. It's gonna be like 20 goals scored on each side.
let's see. Talking about UCL. What is that? It? These games.
that's it. There's nothing else. That's why we should just talk about El
Oh no,
Clasico.
I'm gonna watch Madrid Juventus. That's a game.
Oh, Adam, what the hell happened to your camera?
I'd love to see Juventus go to the Bernabeu and win, but that league is shit. So
Adam left.
probably not.
All right. Well, that's it, honestly, for this week.
Yeah.
For
Liverpool
this weekend.
Ekitike's home.
Oh, actually, I do want to mention this. Adam, are you there? He's not. But Ekers, we play Villarreal away, and they're looking good in the La Liga. I don't watch them, but they're 4th. So,
yeah,
I mean,
we played them in preseason and they bopped us.
Hello? All right,
Like,
we're good.
Adam, you watch La Liga. How do you think we're gonna do versus Villarreal away?
They haven't. They're buns, dude. They fell off heavy though. You
They're
guys
fourth.
I don't
They're
watch
not-
Villarreal.
yeah,
Do you guys
started
think
the season
I
with
turn
Kane.
on Villarreal versus Getafe?
They're third. They're third. They're literally
Yeah, but
Bro.
4 points behind
Atletico
y'all.
Madrid have been as shit as they were to start the season. Being third doesn't mean shit in La Liga because all the teams suck.
They tied Juventus. They beat Arsenal.
That was in preseason.
They lost 1-0 to
No,
Spurs.
they beat Arsenal.
They
Turn
bopped
for-
us in preseason.
They beat Arsenal. That's
bopped
crazy.
us.
How do you
That's
lose?
crazy. How do you
Villarreal?
lose to Villarreal? That's so embarrassing.
Bro, there's no way you're
In the
talking.
Champions League, that's so bad.
You wait,
Oh, in the Champions
Adam.
League.
Y'all lost to Villarreal last year as well. Chill
No,
out.
we didn't. No, we
Yes,
didn't.
you did. Villarreal literally
You
beat
won
y'all
the
I remember
league.
when they
3-2.
scored. I remember when they scored 5 goals.
They
away.
beat y'all 3-2.
Remember that?
Who won the league?
Lopo.
That was it. What?
Remember under Xavi when Villarreal scored 5 goals away at Barca under Xavi?
He quit that game. He literally said, "I'm
He
leaving."
literally resigned after that.
Wait, okay. So you're saying that result didn't count because y'all won the league, but you used
Yeah.
that versus Liverpool whenever you're talking about them last season after they won the league, all their matches.
Bro, he's a bozo. This guy's a bozo.
What is
why
this
I-
What? I
double
bring up the
standard?
PSG game.
That's why I
I
don't
bring
buy
up
all-
the
that's
PSG
why.
game.
That's why I don't buy
I
all
just bring
this
up the
bullshit.
PSG game. I don't bring up any league
That is
games. I
why.
bring
That
up
is why I don't buy all this bullshit that this guy predicted the Liverpool downfall and knew exactly what was going to happen.
No,
What?
Because you were just a
okay,
hater.
This is-
You were just a hater.
No,
You
Ekes.
didn't actually know shit.
Okay.
Ekes, I
I
want to
said
say
this last season,
I
they
want to
were
mention one more
overrated.
thing. This is a little bit irrelevant, but dude, you did pretty good in the prediction league, bro. You got like 3-4 results now.
I just keep going. I just keep going.
I mean, you're definitely cheating, but I mean,
I'm
it's-
not cheating.
Bro, you guys are actually
All right.
haters.
Anyways, I think that wraps it up for today's podcast. I think that was a good one.
Yeah, we got a solid hour.
Yeah, it was good, and we will see y'all in after the Champions League games.
Yeah. I mean,
Like and subscribe, guys.
yeah. Make sure to like, subscribe.
And comment. Adam's the GOAT because I said Liverpool's gonna fall off.
Let's get this video to 67 views by tomorrow.
Except.
Peace.